I am actually really excited to do this. I've been wanting to do this DIY for a long time. What we are going to make today is we are going to make wipes. And this is normally something I would give to an expecting mom or baby shower or whatever. I'm actually giving this to a little boy who's turning 1 today because his mom is hippy dippy like I am, and she's gonna actually really appreciate this. He's only 1, he's really not gonna care, but she's gonna really be excited to see how easy it is to make this. And yes, I'm going to tag her on this video when I'm done. So what do I have? Well, first of all, I want to explain I am getting this DIY. I want to give credit where credit is due to the DIY Lifestyle Booklet. I use this a lot. As you can see, I've written notes. On page 13, there's guilt-free baby wipes. So I'm using that recipe. You can get this at Life Science Publishings. They're great with all different kinds of DIY, aroma, family, aroma lifestyle, aroma, anyway, anything that you would want to do. This has been my big to-go-to DIY book. So anyway, wanted to put a plug in that. Lifestyle Publishers. So normally I'm actually making, if you've seen me make my wipes for my classroom or my makeup wipes, I'm making them in a big tub, but I wanted a really easy to go Ziploc tub that they could, this is not really diaper friendly, diaper bag friendly, but this could just sit on their couch or sit in the living room, wherever you change the baby. So anyway, I might at some time maybe do something that's a little more diaper friendly, but so anyway, I do recommend Bounty because they fold smaller. That's why this is actually a different brand. So you can see that's kind of curling up. I did have to cut a little bit off on the end, so but I folded everything. So you can see that when they pull out the wipes, they'll be able to pull out more than one if they want to, or just tear it off. So the different sizes is probably quite important. Because this is not the normal size that I would normally make my classroom wipes in, I only have a 1.5 cups of distilled water. Distilled is just a term, you could boil the water and it'd become distilled. So I'm going to use that, and then check my recipe here. I'm going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of either a bath gel, or I use Castile soap. One suggestion is the baby unscented Castile soap, which is great. I'm actually going to use the lavender because I want it to be soothing on his bottom when he gets wiped and his little areas. So it says 1 to 2 tablespoons. I'm going to put, since I'm kind of making this a smaller recipe, I'm going to be 1.5. I'm going to stir that all in. Put that there. Mix it. I guess I could have just mixed it up with that, right? So the suggestions that they actually have for the essential oils, I would only use Young Living essential oils, especially since this is going on a baby's bottom. That might sound gross, but that is a very tender, private area, and these are the oils that I really only trust. They're seed to seal. They're just amazing. I know, I've seen the process. I've been on the farms. So I'm going to use a combination because I'm almost out of Gentle Baby for obvious reasons. To me, it smells like Johnson & Johnson. Yeah. And lavender, again, very soothing. And then also cedarwood. Cedarwood has some great healing properties without putting anything too harsh on the baby's bottom. I was tempted to use thieves, but thieves is considered a hot oil. Would not want that down there. But thieves also has some great supportive healing properties as well. So it says on a regular recipe, 10 to 12 drops. Let's see how many I can get out of this Gentle Baby. I might have to take the aerator off of it and try to pour some in. Looks like that's what I have to do. This is on my next order. Ooh, well, we couldn't count that because it just kind of poured itself in. So I'm going to top it off with probably 2 more of cedarwood. And since it is already pre-scented with lavender, I'm not going to put too many of lavender in either. So now notice I'm not putting an astringent in here. I'm not putting witch hazel in there. It might be very tender if the baby is having some rash. And then all you do from this point in is super easy. You just pour it in. Yep. You want to get all over. And of course now I'm pouring it on my table. And I may not use this whole recipe at this point. I'm trying to get all the dry areas. so that they can get wet. And so if the parents are thinking that these are not wet enough, they can always just pour more water into it. But it feels really good and soaked. So again, if you've seen any of my other videos about this, it will soak through. You can also put the lid on. Of course, it's airtight, so you can also turn it upside down so that all the good stuff can get back up to the top as well if there were some areas that needed to be just wet or wetter. So yeah, that is so simple and so easy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these really cute little stickers and write the basic recipe on the bottom and tape that onto the bottom and just cover it with tape so it doesn't run. And then just put a nice little wipes container on there. So, or maybe even put right there, put the child's name and wipes. So, or natural wipes, right? So there's your quick DIY for baby wipes.